Hey guys, Gary's Good News Only for the week of July 4th. 40-year mortgage may soon be an option for some struggling homeowners. Not really sure where they're going to go with this, but according to the Houston Chronicle, it will hopefully extend some of people's houses payments by lowering it from going from 30 to 40-year amortization. It will lower it. I would imagine if this becomes a thing, you might start seeing 40-year mortgages offered out in the regular marketplace, and that might allow people to buy more expensive houses. We'll see how that plays out. Yahoo Finance talks about home price growth in the U.S. was surged at the fastest rate in more than 30 years. According to the National Home Price Index, posted a 14.6% annual gain in April, up from 13.3% in March, marking the 11th straight month of that acceleration. According to the M report, millennials have been delaying home ownership, and they are still driving the market. They're saying 24 to 40-year-olds is where we need to be concentrating because they are driving the potential home ownership demand, primarily due to age and overpopulation of this generation. So that might be the generation we need to figure out how best to market to. The M report also reported that Senators Kramer and Warner reintroduced the Secure Notarization Act in the Senate. 33 members of the House of Representatives have already introduced it in the House, and it is a bipartisan bill. And what this would allow is for closings to be done where you can notarize documents remotely. So you could watch somebody sign the document online and then notarize the document when it comes in. Now, South Carolina does not have that yet, but we do have what's called electronic notarization, which has just got passed. Cynthia Blair is going to join me on a podcast to talk about electronic notarization. The person is required to be in the same room and be witness to sign documents, but you can notarize them electronically instead of having to have wet signatures. So this will be an interesting change in how things hopefully will change going forward. Now let's talk about coronavirus. No, Cardi B, she never gets old. The Delta variant, that's all the rage now with all the panic porn media. That's all they talk about on MSNBC and CNN and CBS and NBC. Let's talk really the reality of it. Fauci got caught lying last week about it. He said it was the deadliest strand in the UK. It clearly was not. Data showed it was the fourth deadliest strand, so it wasn't even one of the best. And most of those strands have done nothing. But that's also based on CFR and not people who have died. So it's not like more people have died from the fourth number, the fourth greatest number of people have died from the Delta strand. It's talking about CFR, so it's not even realistically. I mean, it's a little bit misleading, rather. From Kyle Lamb, he also says that the UK has found that the CFR after 28 days was a lot lower in Delta, which is 0.3%, than Alpha, which was 1.9%. So, I mean, that's not even on the same ballpark. It's also and Fauci knew that, but he still said it anyway. It's possible that Delta may be more transmissible, but it certainly is less lethal. A New England study found that the Delta variant and the 53,822 people that were unvaccinated, they searched, only 44 of them had died of the Delta variant. That's 0.08%. They also want to try to talk to you about increased case numbers of Delta. Well, what they're basically doing is misrepresenting that as well. The number of cases in the country aren't going up because of Delta. It's just the cases that are remaining, more of those are Delta than not Delta in the past. Fact is, cases are still down 95.5%. But if you listen to the way the media and Fauci try to spin this Delta variant, they have you think that the case numbers are going up and up. What does it matter if the remaining 4.5 are Delta or Alpha, Beta? Who cares what they are if the case numbers are continuing to plummet, as they have 95.5%. They go down every week. So it's very, very misleading what they're telling you. Also, you keep hearing about, well, in India, everybody's dying. Well, the India surge is over too. The Delhi hospitals reported that from May 12th to May 30th, their COVID beds went from 82% capacity to 4%. Their COVID oxygen beds went from 85% to 5%, and ICU beds went from 99% to 9%. So that's done as well. So as of June 30th, 381.9 vaccine doses have been distributed. 108.6 million have received at least one dose. 154.8 million are fully vaccinated. That means 54.4% of the U.S. population now has gotten at least one dose, and 46.7% are fully vaccinated. South Carolina, we're at 4.19 million doses administered. Now, 7-day average, down 4.4%, just like I said, 95.5% decrease since June 10th. Which was the height of this whole thing. So the Delta variant isn't making cases numbers go up; it's making them still go down. It was one day we were down well under several thousand. I think we were like 6,000 or 7,000 one day last week. 1.7% 7-day positivity rate. That means that 98.3% of people who test for COVID come back negative. That's the lowest it's been, I think, forever. 7.9% decrease in the number of hospitalization beds. All right, in South Carolina, the 7-day average of new cases, we were at 96, which was under 200 per day since June 30th. And average number of deaths for the 7-day average number of deaths was 2, which was well under double digits now since May 12th. So that is Gary's good news only. I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday, and hope everybody's very safe on the 4th of July.